This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
For your information, with so much negativity around the upcoming presidential election, one local toddler is making people smile. Meet Baby Trump next. Hello everyone, and thank you for watching. I'm Ken Karen, I'm your host, and here's your information for this Tuesday from FYI and the Hazleton Standard Speaker. It has become one of the few positive stories in what has been an extremely negative presidential campaign. Little Hunter Tierpak stole the hearts of many when he joined Donald Trump on stage during a rally at Mohegan Sun Arena in Wilkes-Barre Township. Yesterday, the 2-year-old, now known as Baby Trump, was in our studios with his mother, and they sat down with our Lisa Sugar.
He rose to fame on October 10th at an appearance at a Donald Trump rally at the Mohegan Sun Arena in Wilkes-Barre Township. And he has been all over since then, and now we are pleased to have him right here in our SSPTV studios. I'm talking about Baby Trump, also known as Hunter Tierpak, and his mother, Jessica. What has it been like ever since that appearance where Donald Trump literally held him up as part of the rally?
It's been quite the experience. It's been overwhelming in all wonderful and good ways, that's for sure. The attention that it's brought, the positivity that it has brought has been really nice during this crazy election.
And you talked with me on the telephone and you said it's been so nasty at times. You wanted to be that ray of positivity amongst all of the nastiness.
Absolutely. Every time we turn on the TV, it's negativity. When you turn on the TV and you saw Donald Trump holding Hunter, it was refreshing. It was nice. The messages, the calls that we got in regards to it were so awesome and wonderful that people just felt like, what a breath of fresh air.
Now, what did that lead to? We saw you at the Mohegan Sun, and then I know you were on Fox and Friends. Tell us about the visits and the outcome of all of this thus far.
I can't even tell you the amount of people, press, newspapers, TV stations that we have talked to sharing the story. And obviously it went worldwide, nationwide. It's been everywhere. So the appearances, we keep getting calls and stuff about it, more interviews, and hopefully if Donald Trump's elected, we keep up the momentum with the positivity and start 2017 off right.
Whatever prompted you, I guess, to dress your son like this and to take him to a rally?
I think it was the hair. The hair definitely played a large part in it. And we just did it for fun at first, kind of our way of showing who we support.
So now, is this a Halloween costume for sure?
I think so. I think we have to have him. I think he is in high demand for Halloween. He got the candy part down, that's for sure. I think he has to be Donald Trump for Halloween. Yep.
Now, you told us this wasn't the first rally you went to on October 10th. You had been there for the first one, but he didn't get the attention then. So explain what happened.
Lots of attention from the people around us, the line outside. We were outside, waited for hours, and lots of people wanted their picture taken with him. Got lots of compliments on it. Just the crowd around us outside back in April was also just as great as the crowd in October. It brought a real sense of positivity, people waiting in line. They liked to fuss with him. He was going up. He was waving to people, shaking people's hands, getting his picture taken. And that was fine. That was fine. We were opposed to, in October, when we were on the floor on Monday. We were on the floor. We were in the stand in seats back in April. So that probably played a large role in us being seen and Hunter being seen.
What went through your mind when they said, bring him up?
I didn't know how he would act. He's 2, he's a mama's boy. So I didn't know how he would react, but he went up there and thought, hey, I look like this guy, started repeating what he was saying, and history was made.
Hunter was firing those lollipops until he found the right one for the job. Well, we'll have part 2 of Baby Trump's interview tomorrow on FYI, and he will also be a guest on an all-new episode of The Girls, which will air next Friday on SSPTV. In other news, its name is very appropriate, the Good News Multicultural Community Center. The building, which is the former Jewish Community Center in Hazleton, is undergoing a facelift, but is also lifting the spirits of those in need. We stopped by recently as volunteers gathered to help distribute food to those in need.
So they go throughout the community all month long, finding people in need, and then we set up the distribution through CEO, who provides the food, and Miss Olga and Miss Kat, who you met, that distribute it. And we have volunteers from Emmanuel Christian School, from Good News Church, and different organizations helping us out.
We start with 70 people in HIP, and right now we have 400 registered.
Oh, wow.
Yes, so today I believe that we're going to have more than 400 people.
Okay, coming in to get canned goods in there?
Yes,
More than 400 people.
more than 400 people.
Why would you encourage other people to volunteer? Get down to the HIP Center or come help out
I
here.
have a lot of people, everybody's helping. I just ask them, and they never say no.
There's a lot of good people in Hazleton.
Yes. Oh, of course. Hazleton is very good people in Hazleton.
For more information on the center or to volunteer, call 570-861-4750 or contact Catholic Social Services at 570-455-1521. And tonight we're pleased to announce a new weekly feature on FYI. Lisa Sugart has the details.
Today, I am pleased to welcome to our studios a name that is very familiar to many throughout the area, Kent Jackson, who is a staff writer for the Hazleton Standard-Speaker, our media partner, but he's also a well-known outdoorsman, very outdoorsy, and that is the reason for his visit here today, because we are pleased to announce that Kent will be joining us to do a weekly segment on the outdoors right here on FYI. We are so thrilled to welcome you to our studios and to have you here, not only for your help as a media partner, but now for your outdoor knowledge.
Well, thanks a lot, Lisa. I think this will be fun because we'll talk about things that people like to do in their spare time, and it's something I've enjoyed my whole life. And if there'll be people who watch who also, have tried the things that I'm talking about, and other people might get the idea to take up a new hobby too.
Well, tell us a little bit about Ken Jackson. We all know you as the man at the newspaper, see you everywhere covering everything. Tell us a little bit about your background and then how you became so involved in the outdoors.
Yeah, right. Usually I cover general news, so I go to the government meetings, the schools, the health issues, and do feature stories on people in the community. But it's about 9 years ago that Ellen Gregory, our outdoors editor, retired and moved away, first to Vermont, now he lives in Idaho. And I was able to take the job that he had done. So about once a week I get to go out and do something fun, like take a hike or take a bike ride, go fishing, and write about it. And that's how the outdoors beat developed at the paper, for me anyway, and something I like to do in my spare time, so I enjoy writing about it too. And we'll talk about that during the course of the program.
Many people might be familiar with seeing you on your bike. You actually pedal to work often.
Yeah, I ride from Cunningham to Hazleton maybe 8 or 9 months of the year when the weather is good, and I always say that after I do the climb up the Cunningham Mountain, the rest of my day is downhill. But it's a nice thing too to commute on a bicycle because you have to do your workout. You can't skip going to the gym because you can't get to work unless you do it, so it's been a convenient time saver for me to make sure I don't skip working out pretty regularly.
Wow, I'm very jealous that you could do that. I think they'd be calling the paramedics if I did that. But give us a little taste of what we can expect to see in this segment that will be featured here each week on FYI.
We'll talk about fun things to do, whether it's on foot, on a bicycle, on a kayak, on skis, and we'll talk about places to go in the area that you can get out and find a trail, find a lake, and we'll maybe talk about ways that people are working in the area to conserve our wild resources, research that's going on with animals, with plant life, with just conservation issues, hunting, fishing, and things that relate to being outdoors and just making that part of your life.
All right, well, it's great. Welcome to the FYI family for the latest segment here that we will be presenting each week. Please look for it. It will be called Outdoor Exploring with Ken Jackson, and you'll see it here only on FYI.
Can't tell you how many times I'm driving up the Cunningham Mountain eating a breakfast sandwich and Kent's going up on his bike. Great man there. Coming up next on FYI, we have a preview of the next show in the Greater Hazleton Concert Series. In sports, I pitch a new end-of-the-season cross-country race to Hazleton Area High School stars Franklin Cunningham and Mary Everdale.
This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
Last week, the Scranton-Wilkes-Barre Rail Riders AAA National Championship Trophy made its way to Hazleton, but that's not all the Rail Riders brought to town. The Cunningham crusher Russ Kanzler, who's the team's business development executive, teamed up with T&L Pierogies to present a $655 check to Brandon's Forever Home. The money was raised on Pierogi Night at PNC Field in Moosic. You can see one of the kids rocking the pierogi hats that the Rail Riders wore. I want one. Brandon's Forever Home helps spread the word of adoption and foster care and helps kids looking for their forever home.
I'm pleased to welcome back Amelia Bergeron, the president of the Greater Hazleton Concert Series, to talk about the second performance of this year's series. And this Thursday, the Siberian virtuosi from Russia will be performing. Amelia, this sounds lovely.
We're very excited to have them. They are 11 virtuosi violinists, all very young, maybe as old as only into their early 20s. They were trained in a traditional violin education, and therefore their music extends through a wide repertoire. Yes, it will be highly classical, but it will not be the long-haired type that people associate with as being classical. There will be short pieces, familiar themes which have been made into contemporary music and ballads. They will even intersperse their program with Strauss waltzes, music from Broadway, and even a little Scott Joplin. The selections are very short, and therefore you don't have to worry about being bored to death. And also, once you may not recognize the names of the composers, but you will recognize the themes. And I encourage everybody to get off those couches and come out and spend a delightful evening of music. These performers will be dressed in gowns, and it just will be very, very elegant. They are self-directed. They do not play with music. Everything is memorized, and their playing is just beyond reproach. Their legatos are legato, their staccatos are staccato, their pizzicato is pizzicato.
Sounds like a lovely evening. And this is just one of the performances that are part of the Greater Hazleton Concert Series. Not too late to get your membership or to get tickets at the door this Thursday.
Correct. And getting a membership behooves you to do so because they are prorated at this point. And even if you don't make all the concerts, where can you go and see a professional concert at $16.66 and even have dinner beforehand, because we are in reciprocity with 10 restaurants who will give you a 10% discount off your meal.
Wow, that sounds wonderful. Again, this wonderful Siberian virtuosi this Thursday evening, 7:30 p.m., Hazleton Area High School. For tickets, you can call Amelia at 570-788-4864. You can also go to hazletonconcertseries.org, or you can come to the event that evening, purchase a membership, purchase a ticket, but you will definitely not be disappointed.
Thank you again, Lisa. We have one pair of tickets for Thursday's performance. Call us now at 570-459-9813, extension 104. Leave your full name and phone number, and we'll pick one lucky winner for the tickets at random.
Time now for FYI News 13 weather.
This shot is from right outside of the Valley Elementary Middle School in Sugarloaf. It's the home course for the Hazelton area cross country team. I asked one of the runners if they ever take in the scenery, and they said no, they just concentrate on running. I guess that's why they have a shot at a district championship, and I only ever get participation certificates. Here's our local weather forecast from the National Weather Service. Tonight looks nice, partly cloudy, low of 63 degrees. Our Wednesday is partly sunny with a high in the lower 70s. Wednesday night, 30% chance of some showers, mainly after 2 a.m. Mostly cloudy, low of 55. Thursday, 50% chance of rain, mostly cloudy, high of 66. Thursday night, 60% chance of rain, mostly cloudy with a low of 53. Friday, back down to a 50% chance of rain, mostly cloudy, high near 61. Friday night, 40% chance of showers, mostly cloudy, low of 43. Saturday's high is 51 with a 30% chance of showers, partly sunny day, and at night we'll get down to 37 for our low with mostly cloudy skies. And here's our home of the week from Eagle Rock Resort. It's located at the head of a cul-de-sac on Eagle Rock's beautiful golf course. It features 4 bedrooms and 2.5 baths. There's a great room with a stone fireplace and hardwood floors. The kitchen has granite countertops, and there's a first floor master suite and a spacious loft. The price is $280,000. If you're interested, call Diane at 570-384-1362. Next up, it's our midday winning lottery numbers. Pick 2, 3, 8, pick 3, 870, pick 4, 8993, and pick 5, 17590. We'll talk with 2 members of the Hazelton area cross country team when we come back on FYI.
This is FYI News 13 Sports.
Every Thursday, if you open your Standard Speaker, there's usually a ton of cross-country just all over the newspaper. I'm sure you guys see it. There's names just everywhere. Well, these two always there as well. Franklin Cunningham as well as Mary Everdale from the Hazelton Area High School. You said you guys started running together last year. A lot of success this year. Mary, how would you describe Franklin? What's he kind of like? As a runner, as a person, how do you know him?
Well, last year I joined cross country, and Franklin was one of our top runners. Every day he comes to practice. He's a hard worker. His dedication really shows off in his races, the times he gets, and I just look up to him as a runner as his hard work and practice pays off.
She was very nice when she was describing you. So what about Mary? I mean, what's she kind of like?
She's basically the same way. She comes to practice with her head perfectly straight, 100% into practice, and it especially proves it at the meet. She's always up there. You never see her in the back, and she's always pushing somebody at practice. That's what I like about her.
All right, well, I wanted to ask your coach about you guys, and I asked him one word to describe you. What do you think? How would your coach describe you? What's one word you think he would use?
Hardworking.
Hardworking. All right, we'll go with that. Franklin, how about you? Can't use the same word.
Energetic.
Energetic. All right, like on and off the cross-country course?
Yes.
All right, let's see what their coach had to say about these 2 athletes. So let's start with Mary. How would you describe her in one word?
Dedicated.
Dedicated. And why is that? Why did you say that about her?
She's been here for 2 years now, and she's just put a lot of hard work into what she's done. For the 2 years to go from where she was 2 years ago to where she is today, that takes a lot of dedication.
Franklin, same thing. I said one word. How would you describe Franklin?
Franklin's just talented.
Talented?
Yeah, he's a very talented runner, and he just got to know how to put it together. Right now, he's just not putting it together, but it's coming.
So no kidding, this is Franklin without having it all together, and he's had so much success.
Yes, he's had success. He just needs to get the 3 miles together. And once he does, and he's been getting there closer and closer every race.
Mary, give me your background a little bit. When did you start running cross country? I mean, when did you start running?
I started my junior year. Before that, I did field hockey, and all my friends and the coaches wanted me to come out, and I was just so hesitant to quit field hockey. But then when I came out, I was happy I made a decision.
What made you stick with cross country? I mean, what made you like it then and it become your main sport?
I've always liked running. I did track. I was on distance for track, and I just always loved distance running. And when I came out, I just fell in love with cross country, how hard it is, but how enjoyable it is at the same time.
Franklin, yeah, let's talk about you want to win districts this year. You had 4th place last year. How hard was it? You say you twisted your ankle. Was it before that, or was it the day of the race?
It was the day before. I tried all night. I was basically up. I only got 4 hours of sleep that night. But I came, and my friend Alex helped me. I ran 5 miles before it to try and get back into it, and I just basically went on the line and just started racing on it, even though it hurt. It hurt really bad, but I had to push through it.
Who's your buddy Alex? What's his last name?
Alex Elchasak he was a senior last year, big leader.
So 4th place with the twisted ankle. You had a great season this year. Talk about districts this year, and how focused are you? I mean, how bad do you really want that?
I mean, I was putting in almost 60 miles a week. I just want it so bad. Like, I seen how bad, like, Matt was crying after the race last year, and I just want that same feeling in my stomach as he did.
Why is running so special to you? What do you really like about it? You said your dad's a soccer guy. I mean, what do you like about running?
Ever since I was a little kid, my teachers always used to tell me I have too much energy. So I would always, one day, Coach Mo came up to me and he wanted me to come out for a track and try and do the mile because he heard like how, I have a lot of energy. And I was going to go out for soccer, but then I ended up coming out for a track and I just loved it right away. It was an instant thing.
You go home tired? Do you still have energy? You tired now?
When I go home, it's usually like an instant 2-3 hour nap and then homework and then go to sleep and it's school the next day. It's repeating every week.
So last question before I get you guys out of here, very serious one. You had to run 3.1 miles for food, for something. What's the one food item you'd run that far for? I know it's not a lot for you guys, but what would you do it for?
Definitely chocolate milk.
Chocolate milk?
Yes.
Are you, like after you run, are you a big chocolate milk person?
Yes, after every race I have my chocolate milk, so.
That's a good deal. All right, how about you, Franklin? What are you running for?
I love wings. I don't know why, but wings are like something I usually, because after practices on Thursdays, I usually get wings, so it's just something I love to run for.
I interviewed someone running the half marathon in Hazleton this weekend, and I said, if you were going to stop in Jimmy's and get something and you still had to finish the race, what would you order off the menu? What would you eat during a race? I know it's terrible, but I mean, if you had to pick something and you're like, all right, well, I gotta get something here, what would you eat?
Maybe an apple.
An apple? What if it wasn't fruit? Something from a pizza restaurant, a pizzeria.
A pizza restaurant. I guess some pizza.
Pizza, plain?
Pepperoni mushroom.
Oh, wow, that's crazy. How about you? If you were going to a pizzeria and you're in the middle of the race, it was a race where you had to eat, what would you get?
Probably cheese with fries with probably bacon shredded on top of it.
I think we should institute this into the Wyoming Valley Conference season where at the end of the year you guys get like a food race. That'd be fun with me. Guys, thank you so much. Good luck as you head to districts and a great season overall for the Hazleton Area Cougars and the Lady Cougars. Stop in Bottlenecks on Tuesday for their traditional bone-in wing night. 50 cents a wing. Add a small order of fries for only $1.50.
Good evening, everyone, and here's tonight's Talk of the Town report. First tonight, the 2016 Cougar Bonfire will be held Wednesday, October 19th, beginning with a parade at 5 p.m., starting near the tennis courts at the Hazleton Area High School campus, and ending behind the track complex. At 6:30, the national anthem will be sung by the chorus, and the fire will light at 6:45. The event will also feature a performance by the HAHS Band and cheerleaders. And finally, Holy Trinity Orthodox Church, 223 South Kennedy Drive in McAdoo, be holding a pierogi and Olishki sale Friday, October 21st from 10 a.m. to 5:30. Please call ahead to secure your order, 570-929-2179. That's tonight's Talk of the Town. News 13 would like to send sincere condolences to the family and friends of these recently departed. Patricia Ann Matrice, formerly of Hazleton. Funeral is Wednesday at 11 a.m. at the Most Precious Blood Church. Friends may call Wednesday from 10 to 11 a.m. Arrangements are under the direction of the Frank J. Bonin Funeral Home. Rocco A. Calasordo of Drums. Memorial Mass is Thursday at 11 a.m. in the Most Precious Blood Church. Friends may call Thursday from 10 to 11 a.m. Raymond P. Sikalski of Nutropoli. Funeral is Wednesday at 11 a.m. from the Frank J. Bonin Funeral Home. Friends may call Wednesday from 9 to 11 a.m. Jose Fernandez of Hazleton. Arrangements will be announced by the Frank J. Bonin Funeral Home. Marion A. Passarelli of Hazleton. Funeral is Wednesday at 9 a.m. from the Joseph A. Moran Funeral Home. Friends may call Tuesday from 7 to 9 p.m. And Eric J. D'Angelo of Hazleton. Funeral is Thursday at noon from the Damiano Funeral Home. Friends may call Thursday from 11 a.m. to noon. Attention pay-per-view subscribers, if you see your name right now on News 13, you'll have 13 minutes to call in and win a free movie from Service Electric Cablevision. Our winner tonight is Dorothy Deemer of Ringtown. Dorothy, if you're watching, give us a call, 570-455-7267, extension 104.
That was Hazleton Area High School cross-country coach Joseph Smolinski in sports. Sorry I missed the graphic. Baby Trump is back tomorrow. We'll see you then. Take it easy, everyone.